Hey folks, Jonathan here, back on the bike. Want to address a couple of things. First, before we get started, box in the back of the frame, man, trying to get it finished up. I actually built a piece to go in between to, let me see, to support it while I, have the wheel off so nothing warps or moves. And we're going to get that finished. I don't know what we're going to do next, but anyway, Magneto's on the way. It's actually made it to New York and heading south this way. So we should have it within the next couple of days. Okay, someone commented on the weight and that a lot of places I could have used aluminum instead of steel when I machine stuff to, make it lighter. And, with this little tiny engine, this is going to be a lot to move. And it's 280 cc's. It's not that heavy, but going back to the aluminum deal, I don't like machining aluminum. There's no billet aluminum on this bike whatsoever. Everything there, there's some cast aluminum, but there's no billet that I know of on the bike whatsoever because I just don't like aluminum. I don't even like machining aluminum. I've just always liked steel a little better, but I mean that's what I like and that's what I'm doing, and I don't mind the bike being heavy. I'm not planning on racing it. I'm not planning on putting it on the road. If it starts up and it moves and, we'll do 40, 50 mile an hour, I'm tickled to death. I don't, it don't matter. I'm building the bike to build it. A lot of people don't understand this, and maybe I don't understand it, but it has nothing to do with the completed bike. It's got to do with the trip to get there. In other words, I enjoy working on it. I enjoy fabricating. I enjoy building it. I like doing the machining. I like doing the designing. I could do it all. I could start the bike up. I could shut it back off. I could park it in the corner and never ride it. It wouldn't bother me a bit. That's just the way it is. And, it has nothing to do with my end product. And, maybe that's why I tackle jobs that maybe I shouldn't tackle, is because it's not the end product. Because if it was the end product, then I could go buy something and ride it and be happy with it. I can't. I'm not even real happy with the real rat rod because I didn't build it, and I just don't seem right sitting in the car because it just don't seem like it's mine. I'm not used to, buying stuff like that. I'm used to building stuff. So anyway, I don't expect everybody to understand, but that's why there's no billet aluminum on it. That's why I don't like machining aluminum. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit heavier. Oh well, so what? It's not a worry to me. There's nothing on there that's really that heavy. I mean, it's not going to be a stupid, excessive heavy bike. I mean, it's going to be, probably as heavy as any, 250 cc bike that was made, back in earlier days, but it's not as heavy as you would think it would be. Okay, I want to address another issue with the ads. I've had people come on and say, and actually comment that there was too many ads on the videos. They didn't want to watch because there's too many ads. I'm going to try to explain this the best I can, and maybe you'll understand, maybe you won't. Okay, I don't pander for money. I know I even had somebody tell me I did because I put ads on, but it's a little different situation. I don't have a Patreon. I'm not going to get a Patreon. I don't want nobody to send anything or anything like that. That's not why I do this. But if you're walking down the road or through a parking lot and you see a $20 bill laying on the ground, you're going to pick it up. And if you see another one about 10 feet ahead, you're probably going to pick it up too. And the point I'm making is the videos, I wasn't even going to monetize originally. And I was told by another YouTuber that if I monetized, which is put ads on the videos, for anybody that don't know, that means that Google or YouTube, I guess they're both one and the same, they'll advertise for you and you'll get more subscribers. So I've done that, and then of course you had to give them a bank account information, all that stuff. So you end up, they deposit a little bit of money in there. So as you do it, if your video is longer than 10 minutes, it can have more than one ad. So if a video is over 10 minutes, you know, you're going to put extra ads on it. Well, it don't cost you in any way with an ad on it. You don't have to pay anything. But I can actually make a little bit more money doing that. So why would I do it and not put the ads on it? I mean, it's like the money's laying there, you just well pick it up. So I don't expect or want anybody to out of pocket anything, and the reason being, I know a lot of y'all are retired. A lot of you, you know, might be injured from working all your life and just want to sit back and watch and enjoy, and I understand that totally. But the problem is your hearts are bigger than your wallets in a lot of cases, and you know, anybody that's on a fixed income or something like that, I don't want to take any money out of anybody's pocket, and that's what worries me, is the fact that some of y'all are just too damn nice, and you know, the last thing I want is for somebody to go without just because of you know, they want to help contribute to, you know, me doing videos that it's not your place to pay. You know, if the advertisers want to advertise, then it is their place to pay. So I'm going to take advantage of them. That's the way it goes. But I'm not going to take advantage of my subscribers. So anyway, that's why there's ads on there. That's why, you know, sometimes there might be 4 or 5 ads on there. If you don't like them, skip them. Don't watch them. Don't watch the video. I mean, whatever you got to do, just whatever makes you happy, because that's the important part. We're trying to make people happy here, so including myself. So anyway, I'm going to get back on this thing and go ahead and see if we can get some work done, and quit rambling here, and we'll see what happens. Okay, we got good news. We got bad news too, but we got good news. Good news is we've got our Magneto in with our little generator. And bad news, well, one bad news is it won't fit back here because of the carburetor, which is not an issue. I was figuring that. So we're going to put it up here. We're going to, of course, we're doing a full exhaust, so we're going to take this off anyway. We'll just have to route the exhaust, you know, a little higher, or maybe bring it around or something. We'll figure that out. It's not an issue. Oil fill. Now I wish I'd have put it on the back side, but I guess it, you know, it's still going to clear it, so we just need to put a shorter oil fill on it over there. And a lot of people watched when I was running it, the cap came off, but what the problem was is that I had it vented, but the hole was too small, and if I tightened that cap all the way, then the engine would start smoking. I could actually loosen it up with my fingers, and that way some pressure could leak past the threads and the engine would quit smoking. So it was actually building too much crankcase pressure. So that's why in the video, the couple times it fell off, and you know, a lot of people kept saying you need to put a chain on it and it's going to come off. I didn't have it tight, so I had it really loose. So that was the reason for that. Now I didn't have blow-by to where it was pushing smoke or anything out. It just had crankcase pressure. So back here, we've got our shifter to do and stuff, but we may do something in here, toolbox or something, just something to match, you know, everything else, cover that in some, and everything's going to work out good though. I really like that Magneto. I also bought the chains and sprockets with it, which the chain's not going to be long enough, but we can work with it either way. It's not an issue there. And I think it's a 35 chain, I believe it is, but we'll figure that out. Magneto is actually a really nice one. It's the right rotation. It's got the place to put the cable in it for the advance. You know, start it retarded and advance it after you get it running, and I think it's going to work really well. So the real bad news, the clutch and the rollback has popped the rivets off again, and don't know why. And I'm doing a video on that, and you know, I've been in touch with the manufacturer, and that's not a rebuilt clutch, that's a new clutch, and either I have an issue or they have an issue, and as soon as we get this thing pulled out this weekend, we're going to know whose issue it was, and it could be either way, but I will explain more in the video on it that's coming up. So anyway, I'm going to play with this thing a little bit. I've got a tow to do in just a little bit, but they sort of put me off, so I can't go yet. So back in here. I've been working on the back some. You can see the cardboard there, the poster board where I've been working on the box in the back end. Haven't got it done because I haven't had any time. Just busy as can be. So anyway, I'm going to get that exhaust off and try to get this, you know, about where I want to put it. And I like that unit. It's small, and you know, even the generator's not huge. It's about, the generator's about the size of like a Briggs and Stratton starter, and so it's going to work out really well on there. And for anybody that, you know, the safety Nazis or whatever, yeah, there's going to be a chain on this side, chain on the other side, and then the chain going back. And no, there's no covers going on them. I have no plans on sticking my fingers in them. I'm not going to stick my pants leg in them or nothing like that. So if you don't plan on doing it, I don't guess you need a cover. So, all right, let me get at it. Okay, it's going to work out pretty well. We still got plenty of room actually for our exhaust to come out. No issue there. Just got to figure out how we're going to run it. I really don't know. I can bring it out and over top, which would make it a pain in the butt probably, but this slides directly out, so there would be no issue with getting that off. I could probably just bring it down and right on the outside of these rockers and just come down and back. I don't know, we'll figure that out as we go. Probably tack some stuff together and get an idea of, you know, make it look decent. And I don't know. But anyway, the one thing about it, if you notice, I'm running the same size chain on, or sprocket on both ends. So we're going to run this with wasted spark. You might wonder why. You know, normally you would run this half speed. So this would be, let's just say a 10 tooth, that'd be a 20 tooth, and then it would fire every other rotation of the engine, which is exact way it's supposed to, 720 degrees. But the reason I'm running it wasted spark, which that means it's going to fire every rotation, so it's actually going to fire as soon as the exhaust stroke is done also, and right before the intake starts, you know, coming down and sucking the fuel in. And that won't cause an issue, but the reason I'm doing it is this will speed up the Magneto, and this does not run a impulse coupler, so the faster we can spin it at kickstart, the better off we are. So and I know people think wasted ignition, but anything that fires off the crankshaft is going to have wasted ignition, like every Briggs and Stratton. You know, well, not every, but most. You know, some of them that have the plunger that come out with the points on the sides, the old style stuff, might, you know, not be wasted ignition, but most things are wasted ignition, you know, when it comes to lower quality, cheaper engines. You know, they run them the same as what you would run a two-stroke. So anyway, I think it's going to work out really well, and I like it. I like the way it's set up. We're really not going to get much work done in this video. I'm just mainly trying to get everybody an update and show them what's going on, and you know, complain a little bit about the clutch and all that good stuff. But it's not a big issue. I mean, you know, it could be worse. Could be a rod through the side of the block, or transmission could be out, or something like that. So we'll get the clutch issue figured out. You know, we always do it right because we do it, you know, 3, 4, 5 times, whatever it takes to get it right. And you know, I haven't let it bother me. It's not a, you know, like I said, it's just not an issue. So it's more of an issue of having the truck down than it is an issue of actually having to fix it. Anyway, we'll see if we can't get a mount or something figured out on this, and I'll show you as I go. Okay, I've decided I'm going to actually tilt this forward just a little bit like it is, and that will give us better clearance on our exhaust, and I think that'll work out good. Now, I made some brackets right here that bolt on, and there'll be a plate on it, but I need to bring this one out so we can get the bolts to the inside, because the bolts are going to line up close to the plate as it is. So make some more spacers, and then I'm going to have to make another trip to the hardware store and get some longer bolts. So let me get that done, and then I'm going to see what it looks like. Okay, we're getting there. I spaced it out. I just got some temporary spacers in it. Set it on there. I wanted to see what it was going to look like. I think it'll work out okay. I've got chains for it. I like this chain. I like the looks of this chain. This is the original Norton chain. The links are just made a little bit different on the outside. They look like master links all the way around. But that's what we're going to be using right there. So I haven't figured out yet. I'm probably not going to slot it. I'm probably going to put this on a pivot, put a plate, and then maybe bring it down and put a bolt on each side to tighten up and be able to adjust this up and down, maybe with a adjustment bolt up under. And that way we can set it exactly like we want it. It won't be too loose or too tight. And because you know, full length and half lengths, you know, you start playing with them, they're kind of aggravating. I've got a cap in the oil fill for now, and we'll figure out what we're going to do on that. I mean, either way I can work with it. Worst comes to worst, we'll put another one in, and on the other side or something, figure it out. Anyway, again, didn't get much done, but it's coming along pretty slow. I've been really busy, so hopefully we'll get a little time to work on it and start getting this little stuff knocked out, so we can get it back apart and get some paint on it and put it together for the final time. I'm ready to hear it run again. So next video we'll work on finishing them out up with that, and probably go ahead and do the exhaust and start on the shifter. And we got pegs and stuff to do too. So I've still got more parts coming for it, cables and stuff. So, all right, appreciate everybody watching, and until next time, bye.